I'm with CBS EcoMedia, and although I sold my company, EcoMedia, to CBS 2 years ago, I'm not from the media business or the advertising business, and was interested in how an ad model could help fund nonprofits that are most effective nonprofits taking on the most important, urgent social issues in this country today. I want to talk a little bit about that journey, but this is an incredible honor and a privilege for us, because to be recognized in the media space by the Edison Awards and not really have a technology, but really almost a service, if you will, is really for us very gratifying and very fulfilling. My journey as a social entrepreneur started in Los Angeles, in Manhattan Beach, California. I grew up as a surfer, and I grew up surfing in a polluted Santa Monica Bay every day, and wanted to do something to improve Santa Monica Bay and develop some methods for cleaning storm drain systems, industrial sites, manufacturing facilities, and helped communities become compliant with new, more stringent stormwater laws. And that's where my journey began in terms of public-private partnerships. I, quite by accident, ended up in advertising. For the last 25 years, I've worked to help communities solve largely environmental challenges, but now increasingly challenges related to health and education. At EcoMedia, what we do is we sell advertising to the world's largest advertisers. We take a portion of that advertising through our eco ads, and we fund solar panels on parks and schools and community centers and low-income housing projects. We do energy efficiency retrofits, lighting retrofits. We plant thousands of trees in urban cities through two products that we launched 2 weeks ago, wellness ads and education ads. We sell advertising to corporations and take a portion of that advertising through our wellness ads and help communities take on the challenges of obesity, diabetes, early detection, cardiovascular disease. We fund mobile health clinics. We really focus on fitness and nutrition. Through our education ads, we help communities through scholarships, after-school programs, better meals for kids in schools, and school supplies. So helping communities that are really struggling right now through an ad model. So we set out to sort of change the conversation. You know, I was not from media and advertising and began to sort of look, it's going to sound a little crazy, but I looked at advertising a little bit like the sun. That the sun is the most powerful source of energy in our solar system, of course, that the next 60 minutes of energy that will come to the sun and hit the surface of the earth is greater than all the energy we'll use as an entire planet in the entire year. Yet we think we have energy shortages. There are no energy shortages in the universe. All the universe is energy. The question is, do we have the intellect and the will to harness the abundance that's around us? Well, advertising is a little bit like that in the sense that there is hundreds of billions of dollars spent advertising to the American public every year. And after a 30-second commercial runs, it is off into the ether. It's gone. You might remember it, you might not, but it's gone. And the fact is, you can harness human energy, human communication, for the benefit of advertisers and the benefit of consumers. So we're now harnessing ad dollars to take on the most important issues of our time. I sort of looked at the transaction that takes place. You can have free comedy, drama, traffic, weather, sports, and music in exchange for 30 seconds of your time. And I sort of looked at that transaction and said, what if I were to fill up my computer full of comedy, drama, traffic, weather, sports, and music, and sat outside a grocery store at 6 o'clock at night? It's people running in to get their groceries. And I said, hey, wait a minute. Give me 30 seconds of your time. I want to show you something I think might make you laugh. I'm sorry, I really don't have time. How about 30 seconds of your time, and I'll give you some sports scores. I'll get them off the internet tonight. I really have to run. How about 30 seconds of your time, and I'll put people back to work in this community. I'll feed kids healthier meals in schools. I'll lower your taxes through lower energy costs and healthcare costs and educational costs. 30 seconds? Okay. We're turning viewers into volunteers. I quite frankly think the American public sells their eyes, ears, and attention spans too cheap. You want 30 seconds of my time? What's in it for me and my family and my community? And I really sort of looked at media quite critically, frankly, that media thought they were doing their job just by getting information out. As long as we get information out, you know, we trust that people will make the right choices. However, never before in history has more information been available to us about what's good for us and what's bad for us. More information available to more people, yet we're less healthy than we were, at least as it relates to obesity and diabetes and other conditions, than we were 30 years ago. So does more information mean that we'll make better choices and be healthier as a nation? I guess not. So I guess I'm an impatient social entrepreneur and think that it has to be about bricks and mortar. So when I first met with CBS, they said, our power to improve the environment is our content. I said, I don't think so. I think it's your distribution. That trapped in the sale of time, the 30 seconds of time, is the ability to fund projects, real bricks and mortar projects where there is measurable change. And just sort of really looking at how media could do more, how it could get involved in the actual structural improvement of communities and go beyond just education. And that's what we're doing at EcoMedia at CBS, is that we're taking the 30-second commercial and transforming it into a very, very different conversation between advertisers and consumers. So when an advertiser says, hey, time out, give me 30 seconds of your time, I want to share with you the virtues and benefits of my product or service, that's an opportunity to improve the quality of your life. And this fixation that we have in media that today where we experience, whether it's a television set, whether it's a computer, whether it's an iPad, or whether it's a smartphone, and I've said this at CBS, if we send the same content and the same ads to a different device or a different location, is that progress? I think it's convenient. I think it's convenience. But I think the next frontier for advertisers is not where they reach you. It's what they do for you when they do. What they do for you when they do. So we're hoping, I can tell you that it's been tremendous for us to see how the ad community has fundamentally changed the way they distribute their ad dollars based on having a different conversation with consumers. So some of the largest advertisers in the world are now fundamentally changing how they distribute their dollars to improve the quality of people's lives. So I wanted to show you a couple quick things, and then I'll end it with this, but please. Sorry for the technical challenge there. What you're seeing here is actually a piece that summarizes our eco ad and some of the things that we've done in the last year through our eco ad to improve communities. Let's see if we can get some sound here. And as I said, 2 weeks ago we launched our wellness ad and education ad, and are now using those products to help communities. Advertisers like AT&T, GMC, Buick, Cadillac, Toyota, Bank of America, Capital One, some of the largest advertisers in the country. Let's see if we can work this out.
The Eco Ad program, it was phenomenal to us.
Represents tremendous opportunity for us to put those advertising dollars to work into something that really means something for our community, not just today, but into the future.
EcoMedia is a perfect vehicle for letting companies express the fact that they do care.
I feel pretty good at the end of every day when I know that we've made a difference.
This is a tremendous project.
To have the ability to make a difference in children's lives from an eco-environmental point of view was very important to me.
Every innovation that results in a penny saved really results in our ability to keep another kid safe and another kid healthy.
It's so important to children's education and to families. I think it really is an asset to the community to have a science resource like this, and there's nothing we could do without the funding to do it.
It's wonderful. I think this is something that should happen at every school. This is a hands-on education, and that is the best way that students learn.
This will be good for kids and their kids to come in the future.
Reinvesting in the community is important, and it's also good for our students to see adults who care about their overall success.
It feels really good to be able to see the impact that this kind of education is having on our students.
We're showing people that green and doing things the right way for the environment can be done and can be done successfully.
It sends a good message that we're going to take care of not only the kids that are underneath our roof, but also the environment that these kids will be participating in the future.
Without the funding, this program wouldn't even exist. Every child deserves this kind of facility. This neighborhood deserves this kind of facility. This is the best of childcare.
Because of the investment that was made to create Hope Manor, for literally generations to come, veterans will always have a place to be welcomed home. They will have the hero's welcome that they deserve.
I have never felt better in my life.
They're giving back to the community by adding great things like solar panels and greenhouses and things that'll help schools and hospitals.
We have a responsibility and an obligation to the next generation to make the quality of their lives better than our own.
Now I want to cue up a 30-second spot that we air on CBS to indicate what those watermarks mean. That if you see this watermark on a commercial, that these commercials are actually giving back to your community. And if you're a viewer and you don't see that watermark, somehow I don't think you're getting the full freight for your 30 seconds of time.
When you see this leaf, you're watching no ordinary ad. The EcoAd program helps fund environmental projects in communities like yours. Now, education ad commercials are turning ad dollars into learning tools and opportunities. And wellness ad campaigns are supporting fitness and nutritional programs. The EcoAd, the education ad, and the wellness ad. Proof that the ads you're watching are working to improve quality of life across the nation.
So thank you very much. I appreciate this opportunity to present our product and service, and looking forward to the rest of today. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.